Hello, my name is Dr. Francisco Escobedo, and I am the superintendent of the Chula Vista Elementary School District. The day will come that we can welcome back students to in-person instruction, and I want to reassure you that our staff, from principals to classroom teachers to facilities and front office staff, are all working together to ensure that teaching and learning can resume safely in person. You will be hearing throughout this video how we have put the 4 pillars of safety into action. What are those pillars? They consist of the following: 1, physical distancing; 2, hygiene and disinfecting; 3, health screening and monitoring; 4, personal protective equipment. There's also a 5th element to our safety efforts. We call it CVESD SAVE, and that consists of our testing and tracing program to detect and mitigate the spread of COVID-19. In partnership with Kahala Biosciences, our district has completed thousands of COVID-19 tests on students, staff, and community members, with plans to offer more testing in the future. Our next step is to open in a hybrid instructional model once the county data supports a limited return of students to start. We will help do our part to ensure students can return to school full-time once it is safe. We all want to welcome our students back to school. Now let's hear from some of our school leaders about how we are ensuring our campuses are ready for students' return.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Cochran, the proud principal of Sunnyside Elementary School with the Chula Vista Elementary School District. Ever since schools physically closed in March, our district has been preparing for students' return to in-person instruction. The continually evolving understanding of the COVID-19 virus and not knowing when the infection rates in our county would improve enough for our students and staff to safely return has been a significant challenge. That hasn't meant that everything came to a stop, though. While students have been in distance learning, our schools have been making preparations to our classrooms and school facilities. We've been aligning our procedures under the advisement of local health officials in a manner that's necessary for schools to ensure a safe return to in-person instruction. In short, we're preparing for students to return to our schools. How? Let's take a look. Each day, when students and staff arrive on campus, they are required to go through a health screening process. Using handheld or stationary thermometers, students and employees take their temperatures to ensure that they are healthy and free from symptoms as they come to their day of learning on our campus. When it comes to physical distancing, we've calculated a maximum capacity for each classroom and plan to have students physically distanced in those classrooms. Our classroom desks have been rearranged to ensure a minimum of at least 6 feet between students, teachers, and other employees on our campus. Students will travel in closed cohort groups to limit the potential spread of illness from one classroom group to another, and will maintain these practices at lunch, recess, and throughout the day. How we flow in and out of buildings will change as well. For example, schools across our district may utilize one-way directional movement where appropriate, or stagger arrival or dismissal times, mitigating the closeness between individuals that's typically observed during arrival to and dismissal from our schools. Everyone on campus, including all students and staff, will be using personal protective equipment, or PPE. The district has purchased several millions of dollars worth of PPE, and we have a variety of gloves, masks, and face shields available at school sites to be deployed for both staff and students to wear and stay safe. The district has upgraded its classrooms and air ventilation units using high-caliber air filters and air purifiers to promote safe, clean, and breathable air in each classroom. The sudden closure of schools in March came as a shock to everyone, but since then, school communities have done so much. We've fed families, we've provided technology, we've provided connectivity. Our heroic teachers worked rapidly to learn a new manner of instruction. The children of our community did so also, moving their education forward despite these significant challenges. They are the reason we do what we do, and I am excited for the day that we reopen our doors and they return to our campus.
Hi, my name is Marisa Allen, principal of Vista Square Elementary, Our commitment at the Chula Vista Elementary School District is to do everything possible to prepare each school site for our children's return to campus. Following state guidelines and local public health directives, we have taken the following measures to prepare for a safe return to in-person learning, including the following: limiting cohort size and restricting cohort mixing, a readily available on-site inventory of personal protective equipment and supplies, refined classroom and campus procedures, such as our morning drop-off and staggered recess and lunch schedules, ongoing collaboration with public health partners to provide voluntary FDA-authorized and HIPAA-compliant testing and tracking. Staff members and students will complete COVID-19 health safety trainings either online or in the classroom setting. As a survivor of COVID-19, I can personally attest to the seriousness of the virus. I am committed to ensure that students and staff have the safest learning environment possible when in-person instruction resumes. Our district recognizes that the pandemic has placed an extraordinary challenge on every family, on every staff member, on every student. In CVESD, our values of equality, equity, accountability, ethical responsibility, diversity, teamwork, innovation, and excellence have guided us in our response to COVID-19. We look forward to students' return to campus.